Well, welcome to firstoffthebike.com, and with us today is the man behind the lens, the guy who has taken more good photos than anyone I can know. He's the Graham Watson of the cycling world, if I can make that comparison. Two great photographic talents. Carr, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, you've seen a lot of stuff. You've been around the world, and just knowing how you operate, you're in one country 1 minute, one country the next. How tough is that?
It is tough. The hard part's getting from point A to point B. That's the tough part, but when I'm there, it was worth it. It always is. I have seen the world because of the sport. I'm very blessed in that respect.
And it must be hard though, like where to position yourself, what's going on. You've got to be aware of racing and tactics and who to look at. So do you keep on top of all that?
You know what? Because I've done it for so long, I can kind of pick the scenarios of what's going to happen. I put myself in the athlete's shoes now. I can feel that, and so it's not as dramatic. But my thing is that I would, how can I say? It's not as hard, it's not as difficult as you think. But I'm there to try and see what I can get out of the race, out of the place, and out of the athletes. Yeah.
And I guess it's a case of being in the right place at the right time. And do you look at the course beforehand and think of some good places to shoot?
Oh, I'm going to be embarrassed. I very rarely look at the course before. I kind of go. I panic because of that. I get all the butterflies, and I just turn up on the day, 10 minutes before, and then I start doing my work. And a lot of my pictures come from just pure gut reaction. This looks good, or I think so-and-so's about to do this, and a lot of it, 90% of the time, seems to work.
And when you are thinking about your photos, is it just a question of shooting off as many as you can and then finding the good ones, or is it for you set them and go?
Yes and no. It's not a trigger-happy type scenario, but it's saying that if you're anticipating something, let the cameras then try and pick it. But 90% of it's in the planning. You know what's about to happen, or you think what's about to happen, and then go for it.
Are you ever in a position where you're shooting something and you forget to shoot because it's so amazing what's unfolding?
Plenty of times. Heaps of times. It's a lot of the times I'm looking at things. Yeah, definitely. That's part and parcel of it. And then people say, "Did you get it?" I went, "No, I watched the damn thing." Yeah, no.
And you bounce around the world. What are some of the some of the favourite places that you go?
Kona's always very special. Okay, so in that respect, it always is. With the ITU, I've been to plenty of places. This year we were in the hills in Austria, and with the cowbells and all that. That was a lot. That was special as well. Washington was wonderful. I love Noosa. That's the whole sport. I guess that we're always going to destinations. We're not in a stadium somewhere. We're here. Look at the glorious skies and the weather we're having here. It's always a destination, and if I get the time, I'll take a day off to enjoy where we are.
Yeah. And when you are just taking your photographs around the world, some of the great athletes that you've seen, you would have seen so many of them in a 20-year career, but some of the highlight athletes for you.
All right, present day, Emma Snowsall just blows me away. The whole ITU circuit, these athletes, they're pure athletes, and when you see them firsthand, you understand that they really they grab your admiration for that reason. They're pure athletes. And I've been shooting 20 years, and I've seen some wonderful people, the McKeely Jones, the Emmas. In the Ironman world, I've seen the Mark Allens and everyone else, and they're all heroes, and I admire the whole lot.
And one last question, when you are at the Olympic Games, something really big like that, and you get to take a look at other sports, that must be, again, exciting for you.
Yeah, that's the extra. Once the triathlon's over, I can shoot what I want. And in being that, I can go to a sport with fresh eyes. I don't shoot that sport every day, so if I want to shoot fencing in this certain way, I can shoot it that way, and that's pretty cool. I'm going to the Winter Games, and there's no triathlon there, but I'm going there as a photographer, as a sports photographer, to see other sports.
Well, Carr, we certainly enjoy your photos, and you'll see a lot more of them on firstoffthebike.com. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.